do this, shall we? Hi friends, welcome back. So today is going to finally be my contour routine. I know, we're so happy, we're so happy. This is pretty much the way that I contour on the daily. I do use these products every single day. Since I've gotten them, I have not strayed away, nor do I want to, because they're the shit. Shut the fuck up. If you want to see how I contour, and I guess when I blush on, because I do show you that, then just keep watching and it'll start right now. I have all my makeup on other than contour, blush, and highlights, and I'm going to show you all that fun shit right now. If you've seen any of my videos before this, you know that I am utterly obsessed with the Anastasia contour powder. If you don't contour with these, what the hell are you doing? Because these powders are the shit. I kind of do a lot of contouring because my face, if you don't know, it's like a perfect circle. Like a perfect circle. It's a perfect circle. Like I'm a basketball head. So what I do is I take my MAC 163 brush, which is just a flat contouring brush. People might think this works the same as the NARS Eater brush, which I don't have and I don't really plan on buying because I don't think spending $70 on a brush is where it's at. This brush is absolutely nothing like the NARS Eater brush. The NARS Eater brush is not a scent, and on top of that, the hairs are longer, so you can blend out your contour a little bit easier with the NARS Eater brush, I feel like. But with this one, no blending is gonna happen. Don't even try to blend anything with this because you're just gonna make it worse. It's not gonna work out. Just don't even do it. The reason I use it is because I kind of like a harsh contour, not of course as harsh as this will give me, but I do like it to be on the harsher side of things. To start contouring, like I said, I'm gonna use my Anastasia contour powders. I'm gonna start with the color Earth, which is the color I always start with, always. And I'm grabbing my 1/6 brush. And what I'm gonna do is, here we go. Let me show you. I'm taking the color and I'm just kind of going like this in the color. And then tap off any excess. I can kind of see where my, oh, you can see it too, look at it right there. Where my cheekbones are hidden behind all that cheek fat. So I kind of just go with that natural line, which is what you should always do. If you can see your cheekbones, please go there. And I tap it on like this. I don't want to smear it because I feel like that just looks really bad. Like it makes your foundation kind of just go everywhere or like be splotchy or something like that. So I rather just tap it. When you're contouring, you want to choose a color that's not like a red based or an orange based kind of brown. You want like a gray undertone because a contour is supposed to be a shadow, and shadows are not red, nor are they orange. They're not, they're gray. The original Anastasia contour kit, the color in the middle, fawn, is really good for like light skin tones for contouring because it has a very strong gray undertone. But if you're like medium to dark like myself, then you're probably better off going with Java, which is to the left. If you're looking at it, it's to the left. It also has gray undertones, but it's not as light as fawn, so you won't look like you just threw mud on your face. So again, just grabbing Earth on the 163, and I'm just gonna do the other side. If you want, you can do like the fishy face, but I find that for myself, the fishy face does little to nothing. No fishy face over here. So pretty much where my eye starts is where I want to stop, and you want it to be the most diffused. Like you want it to be harsher at this area and then just kind of fade into nothing. Jeez. So right now, you know, I have super crazy harsh lines going on. So what I'm going to do now is blend them out. So I'm going to take my Artistry Brush. It was a gift to me, so if I can find wherever you can buy this, I will link it down below, I promise, like I always do. It's just kind of the NARS Eater brush kind of deal in like a very small package, you know what I mean? It's not as densely packed as the MAC 163, if you can see that. Much fluffier, hairs much longer, so this is good for blending out contours. You can also use the little brush that comes with the Benefit box blushes and like the Hoola bronzer and all that fun shit. I'm gonna go into my other favorite contour color, which is the shade Nutmeg, which is right here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking Nutmeg and I'm just kind of swirling my brush in there and tapping off any excess. Right now we're just gonna try to blend out Earth, but since Nutmeg is lighter than Earth, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work. So I'm gonna take it at kind of an angle. Like I'm not putting it directly onto my skin like this. I'm taking only the side and I am blending out that color. And like I said, I do like more of a dramatic contour, but I mean, let's be honest, that was not even dramatic, that was just unattractive. So this is pretty much, that's pretty much as much as I blended out. I feel like once we blend out that color, we kind of lose like a shitload of definition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going into the palette where Earth is, because I have two separate palettes. This is the one where Earth is, and I'm gonna grab this color right underneath Earth, and it's called Espresso. So I'm taking it on the fluffy brush, and I'm doing the same thing that I did with Nutmeg, barely tapping it in there, and like really tapping off that excess, because it's about to get real. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of trace over the line that I made with Earth originally. I am actually gonna take it on the little tippy tip, and I'm just gonna place that shade right there. Barely. I'm telling you, I barely touched my face. And you can see it looks harsh again, but that's okay because we're gonna blend it out. I'm kind of just like attempting to clean this brush a little bit just so there's, you know, no extra espresso on it. And again, I'm putting it on the side and I'm just blending it out a little bit. It looks about as blended as I want it to be. So on to the other side. After I contour my cheeks, I always contour my forehead. I'm speaking from experience when I say don't try to contour your forehead or your jawline or your nose with a color like Carob, because that is just not gonna look good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Camel, which is like super duper light, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna take my Artistry Brush again and just kind of go up in it. And I'm gonna go onto my forehead and just kind of place the color. See, as light as it looks dark as shit right now. So I'm gonna place the color onto my temples, and I have a huge forehead if you guys couldn't already tell. I have to contour it, especially when I wear like a bun like I am right now. So we are just going in, going across the hairline and bringing it down on the temples. And just make sure you blend this shit out. And that's supposed to give the illusion that your forehead is smaller. And of course, contouring your cheekbones is supposed to give the illusion that you have cheekbones. So now I also like to contour my jawline because I have like 89 necks. So again, same advice. I use like a crazy ass color down here, like dark as shit, and it was so unattractive. Like I thought I looked cute. I was like, yes, people are gonna think I'm skinny. Like, no, the fuck, no. So I'm going back in with Camel, just swirling my brush exactly as I did with my forehead. So we're just going very lightly, extremely lightly, underneath the jawline. And you don't want too much product, you don't want it to be too dark of a product, and you really want to blend that shit out. Like blend it. Blend it. The newest part of contouring to me is contouring my nose. I never used to contour my nose because I thought my nose was fine, which I still think my nose is fine, but I just kind of like to contour it. I feel like it looks so much cuter. I feel like it adds definition into my nose, which is what we're trying to do here. And it kind of makes it look slimmer and not as like, I mean, like my nose isn't big, but it's kind of like weird. So when I contour my nose, I take my contour powders and I take the shade Earth again because I feel like Earth has the most gray undertone out of pretty much every shade in here other than like the super dark shades, because I'm not going to touch my nose with those shades. So I am literally, I'm taking my MAC 224 brush. I'm taking my MAC 224 brush, which is a blending brush, if I can fucking talk today. It's a blending brush, and I'm going to just dip it very, very lightly into earth. So, very lightly, beep, 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 that's it. That's it, no swirling, nothing. We're tapping, and then we're really tapping off that excess. Like, really. And then what I'm going to do is, I kind of like to do this angry face and like push my nose down, and I feel like it gives me a better idea of like where I need to be. So like this, and we're just gonna go on the edge of our nose. I am just going down the side of my nose. The reason I like to use a 224 brush for this is because I feel like as you're placing down the product, it also kind of blends it out simultaneously. And I mean, that's less work for you. Like, why wouldn't you want less work? Hello. So I'm just going down the sides of my nose. Then when I get to the bottom, I kind of like to do a point kind of situation. I have a point, but my point goes like this. And I want my point to go a little bit more, you know, in a normal direction, not like up there. So I'm going to bring it this way. So I am going to highlight my nose because I want it to be kind of more precise there. So I'm going into the original Anastasia contour kit, and I'm grabbing the color Vanilla on just a flat shader brush. And you don't want to grab too much. And the reason I don't use banana for my nose is because my nose isn't going to be yellow. I just don't think that makes sense. So I am turning the brush, like usually if you were packing on, what the fuck, can I talk? If you were packing on shadow, you would leave it like this, but I'm actually going to turn it this way since I want it to be right in the middle that I want to highlight, like right in this area. That's so cool. Like right in this area is where I want to highlight. So I'm just going to bring it down just the very center of my nose, and that's it. So now once I've got my contour all good to go, I'm going to do my blush. Today I'm doing kind of like an orangey peachy theme, as you can see. So I'm going to take Peaches blush from MAC, which is gorgeous. It's definitely one of my favorite blushes. And my favorite blush brush. Try saying that like 7 times. Blush brush. Yeah, I can't even say it twice. My favorite blush brush ever of all time is the MAC 168 brush. It just looks like this. It just looks like kind of an angled contour kind of brush. I'm just gonna, you know, get all up in there, get that blush on that brush, and put that. I don't put the blush like on the apples of my cheeks because my face is already so round. Like the last thing I need is to have that on the apples of my cheeks. So I kind of blend it in with my contour. This blush is the shit. Seriously, it's fucking great. It's amazeballs. So after blush, my absolute favorite part of doing my makeup ever is highlight. So I always, like, I've been really loving this brush for highlighting. It's the Makeup Addiction, I'm sorry. Oh, it's the Hair and Makeup Edition. Yo, I need to get my shit together, seriously. The Hair and Makeup Addiction, the blusher brush. It's for blush, I'm assuming, but I just like it for my highlight. I think it's so perfect. Today for my highlight, I'm going to take this Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the shade Apricot because, I mean, it has peach kind of worked in there. It's like a peachy pink kind of color worked in there. So, you know, sticking with the whole peachy orangey type situation, I think it's perfect. So I'm going to use that shit. And I'm just going to take my brush, and if you know me, highlight is my life. So I'm going all up in there. I don't care. I don't even care. So I'm just going to place this on the highest point of my cheekbone, kind of between my blush and my eye. Oh, I love it. I also like to take this down the bridge of my nose, very slightly. And then on the Cupid's bow. So that is it, guys. That's everything that I do for my contour routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I said I was going to get this video up like 45 times, but I finally am getting it up. Thank God. I'm going to try to edit it and get it up by tonight. So it's 6 o'clock already, so let's wish me luck. Please don't forget to subscribe, make yourself at home, and I will see you guys in my next video, which I'm thinking of doing like a fall lipstick video. So if you guys want me to do that, I'll be more than happy to. Just let me know in the description box. Yeah, let me know in the description box. No, let me know in the comments below. All right, well, I will see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Let's zoom in into this guy. He's so fucking funny. Loki. He's licking my hand now. Loki, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, my little baby? Look at this face. Look at this. This is my baby. This is my baby. He's a boxer, German Shepherd, Pitbull, and Rottweiler mix. His name is Loki, and he is the love of my fucking life. Even though he's fucking annoying as shit. Say bye, YouTube. Bye. Apparently he's tired. Like, what the fuck? What do you do? What is your job? Bye, YouTube. I just love you. I could film this boy all day. Seriously, he's the cutest fucking dog of life. Loki, I love you. Look at this face. He's the shit. Okay, bye.